Okay, now we're recording. Wanted to run an Emerald party, but also wanted to show you guys basically like how to get your business started. A lot of you guys have either been coaching, you know, for like a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months. We need to start getting you guys your clients. We need to start getting you your people and hitting Emerald and hitting, you know, beyond Emerald. But also like once you guys hit Emerald, it's literally just hitting Emerald over and over and over and over again. And then obviously like your coach is hitting Emerald and stuff. And so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of screen share and then go through questions and stuff. And then we are actually going to go and actually invite people tonight, which I'm freaking pumped for. Okay. Let me click the present button here real quick, just so you guys can see all of the stuff. Okay. So if I took over your screen, sorry, just push escape if you need to like excuse it, but okay. So first of all, wanted to go through Emerald, but also like a little bit beyond Emerald. So in this business, if you don't have a goal you're pushing for, you're going to start to move backwards. And so once I realized that I was like pushing for certain goals in the business, whether it was helping my 3 to 5 people a month, or whether it was pushing for Diamond or Star Diamond or whatever it was, I noticed when I have a goal, you start to like reverse engineer how to get to that goal. And then you start to do the things to get you to your goal. If you don't have a goal, you just show up every day and like nothing really happens. Like the train does never really move. And so what I really want you to do is I want you to set some goals for yourself as a coach. And so basically what that means is it could be, I want to get myself to a certain rank in the business, whether it's Emerald, which is 2 people, whether it's Diamond, which is 12 people, whether it's Star Diamond, which is basically like 24 people. Or it could be like, I want to pay off my car, or I want to make money to pay my car every month, or I want to pay the grocery bill, or whatever it is. As far as your coaching goal goes, I would like you to really sit down and make 3 of those. And you should be doing this every single month for yourself. So every month, you guys, like you should have goals that you're really pushing for. Because if you don't have something you're pushing for and tracking and all the things, like you're not going to be moving anywhere. It's kind of like the hamster on the wheel, like just spinning and like nothing is happening. So really set 3 goals for yourself for this month. So obviously April is almost finished. However, we're not just going to like push aside the next 5 days. We're going to set a goal right now. So I want you to think of 3 goals for the rest of April. So whether you just started coaching or you've been coaching forever, I want to know what your goals are for the next, let's see, what day is it today? The 20, help me out, 28th. So there's only 3 days left. 3 days. So let's set a goal for the next 3 days. What do you want to accomplish as a coach in the next 3 days? So I actually set a goal this week to help 20 people, which makes me want to vomit. And I think I have 4. So that means I have 16 people I need to help. So 5 people in the next 3 days, every single day, help 5 people. Oh my God, that makes me want to vomit. Okay, so that's like my like big push goal, obviously. I want to help our my coaches go Star and also Diamond. And so I was actually looking to help 3 of my coaches hit Diamond on Thursday, and 3 of my coaches hit Star Diamond on Thursday as well. And so there are a couple of coaches who are inches away from that, and so that's super awesome. Obviously, we're running this call to, you know, help you in your business and your coach and their business as well. And then also my goal for, let's just say like the next 3 days, you know, maybe I want to, I don't know, dive all into like my workout and follow my nutrition 80-20 or something like that. So it doesn't have to always just be like, you know, signing people up and stuff. So it could be, you know, anything, but I really want you to set 3 of your coaching goals. And when you have those 3, or at least one of them, can you guys throw them in the chat just so we can share? So mine were, oh my gosh, I don't even remember how many people I said, 16 people in the next 3 days. Vomit. What was the other ones? 3 coaches, Star or Diamond. And actually, since we're running an Emerald party, I'm going to say I want 5 Emeralds on our team to pop the next 3 days. So those are my 3 goals. So when you come up with your 3 coaching goals, go ahead and throw them in the chat so we can share with each other. If you were on our call last night, the chat was like blowing up and it was the best call we've ever had because they were super interactive. So do me a huge favor, just drop below your goals. There we go. Okay, get 3 clients underneath of me. Perfect. I love that. Leslie, you actually signed her first person. So that's super awesome. Hit Emerald, boom, hello. Get my coaches to Emerald, sign 2 additional coaches, follow 2B Mindset. Freaking love that. I love that you are adding in your nutrition and stuff. Get to Emerald, convince my best friend to finally sign up. Yes, I love it. Helping 2 people before April 2nd. Before April, people for April. Lose 3 pounds, drink more water, and keep my headaches gone. Water on top of it, Cooper. That's such a good goal. I suck at water. 3 people signed up, Fall Nutrition. Super awesome. Get mom to Emerald and get Emerald under my account. Okay, perfect. Love this. Quit drinking soda. Bam, done today. Like, rip the Band-Aid off, Emily. We're making it happen. I love it. Okay, perfect. Next thing I want you guys to do is what are 3 reasons that you want to help 3 people or more than that. Obviously, like if I have 16 people I need to help, like holy Hannah, like I need a really big why. But I want you to think of what are 3 reasons why you want to help 3+ people. So you want to get to Emerald, which is 2 people, but we're shooting for 3 because we're going to hit Success Club anyways, which we're going to talk about. But what are some reasons why you want to help people? And for me, I wanted to just feel confident in my own skin, no matter what I was wearing. Because I remember getting dressed and like tugging at my clothes, and I freaking hate that feeling when you have to like pull your pants up, you know, and like to be able to sit down. I freaking hate that feeling. And like that's something that I want to help other people. I want them to feel comfortable in their skin. I also want them to look in the mirror every morning and smile at themselves. So smile at their reflection. Because that's something that I struggled with a lot. I used to always look in the mirror and do that kind of like shoulder shrug, like, it's as good as it's gonna get. And so that was something for me. Emily said gain confidence. I love that. Gain confidence and happiness. Love it. The hey, you look good. The feel good. Hey, you look good. Absolutely. I love when people say, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, you look amazing. Or, oh my gosh, I love watching your journey. Or, oh my gosh, you look so much different, or something like that. As a teacher, from May to August was always like my huge thing, because in August you were like, oh my God, she gained so much weight over the summer. What happened? Or, oh my God, she looks fantastic. What was she doing over the summer? So I always call it like the summer, like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, just call it like the summer pounds or whatever, you know, like that whole thing. So just like kind of helping people not hit that, not have that. Let's see. Cooper says, be able to feel good in my clothes in swimming. Oh, in swimming suit. Love it. That's perfect. That's a really good one. Meg says, show it's not always pretty, but perfect can be done. Fitness and nutrition balance. Yes. And you're not perfect, but we're here to do the things. Hannah says, help you feel good about yourself. Slayer, inner mean girl. Love that. Help you feel even happier on the outside. Get people out of bed and into a routine. So Lisa, maybe you can help me. Amanda, I want to help others feel better about themselves. Looking forward to March to August transformation back to school. Yes, love that. And if you're a teacher, you totally know what I'm talking about, because that's a real thing. Okay, perfect. So now you have goals that you're going to push for, and you have reasons why, and that's super important. Okay. All right. So next thing is I'm going to just kind of reiterate what we do as coaches and how freaking simple this is. Okay. First things first, be proof the product works. You do not have to be a size 2. You do not have to have a 6-pack. You do not have to have like bombshell hair, makeup, like clothing all the time to be successful. It's literally just being proof that the product works. Show up, work out, get a good sweat on. Even if you never lose 1 freaking pound, you guys, you will have a transformation from the inside out, and it will come out of you. You hear people talk about the glow up. That's a real freaking thing. Like whether you've lost 30 pounds or 3 pounds, like the glow up is a real thing. Obviously having your shake every day, using your performance line, plugging into the programs and the products and stuff, and starting a program from day 1 to day 30 and finishing it, taking before and after photos, being proof that the product works, sharing your journey and inviting other people. This is one thing that a lot of us kind of just like push off to the wayside sometimes. And I pushed my coaches to share transformations today because of this fact. Some people were like, oh my gosh, I didn't really know people would be interested. Like I just was sharing my journey. That's because you freaking inspire people. You inspire people, and you showing up and sharing that and sharing a transformation, sharing your posts, sharing your workouts, sharing your crazy TikTok videos, sharing, you know, your weird Snapchat, like filter stories and stuff, sharing all of the things inspires other people, but we need to make sure we're doing the back end of it and actually inviting those people. And that's what we're going to do tonight. So you guys work your ass off. You post, you do stories, you do all of the things. Make sure you're doing the back end of inviting them. Because I literally have a girl that was like, I was waiting for you to reach out to me. Like I was trying to reach out to you. I didn't know what to say. I got nervous and I never really pushed send. And so thank you for reaching out to me. Like, I am glad that you reached out. And I was like, I need to replay this every freaking time I send an invite. Like, I'm glad you reached out. I'm glad you reached out. Do I have people that are like, no, thank you, or like, you know, not right now, or I'll pass? Absolutely. But like that one person that's like, thank you for reaching out, I just changed her life. And like that right there is worth like 1,000 invites. Okay. Personal development. If this is something that you are skipping, I can tell every time I talk to you. And so if I'm talking to you and you're like coming up with stuff like excuses and reasons and blah, 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 the first thing I always say is like, what PD are you reading? And I notice it in myself. So when I get in a weird funk and I start to be like bitchy and crabby and I'm like, oh, this business sucks, like nobody wants to sign up and playing this poor me, even Aaron's like, do you need to like go listen to that like bus thing that you've been listening to? I was like, okay, yeah, I will go listen to the energy bus and come back. Sometimes you just need personal development, you guys. So if you're not doing any, please, for the love of goodness, go pick up a book, go get some Audible in your ears, listen to a podcast. There's amazing people out there, but just make sure you're getting in personal development to fill up your cup. Okay. And then the last one obviously is recognition. That's why we do leaderboards. That's why we do emeralds. That's why we do ranks. That's why we do diamonds and star diamonds and all of the things, is because recognition, if you want something to like continue, you recognize it. If you want people to like celebrate it, and to like recognize it and continue that action, you have to actually like blow that up and make it a big thing. So when my coaches post, I'm like, let me know when you post, I'm going to go love on your post. That's recognition. When my coaches like sign one person, I'm like in there like, holy crap, she signed her first person. That's so awesome. Because whatever gets like celebrated gets repeated. Okay. And so that's why we recognize stuff, especially transformations, all the things. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get into it. So emerald is a choice. Emerald is a choice. What I want you to do is go to the chat right now, and I want you to type out that little tiny sentence I just said. Emerald is, oops, I forgot the word A. I forgot the A. We'll add it in the chat. Emerald is a choice. Go ahead and put that in the chat. Type it right now. Emerald is a choice. Type it out. I forgot the A in my presentation. That's funny. I'm a math teacher. I'm not an English teacher. Emerald is a choice. Emerald is a choice. Emerald is a freaking choice. Like, it is a choice. Perfect. Okay, so here's the deal. Emerald is you and 2 people underneath of you. Okay, so to keep it super short and super simple, all I tell people is like, go help 2 people get started the exact same way that you got started. The challenge pack, the full solution, discount coach or working coach, whatever it is, boom. Like, that's as simple as it is. Emerald is 2 people. So again, we all know emerald is a choice. Not emerald is choice, but emerald is a choice. It's just you, and you have one person on one leg and one person on the other leg. You sign 2 people the exact same way that you guys got signed up. Emerald takes people minutes, hours. It could take you, 24 hours. It could take you like, so a day or 2. If you are focused, if you have your goal, you have your why, we're going to send out the invites. We're going to have the steps. Emerald's a choice. You can make it happen. I promise you can make it happen. All you have to do is believe that it's a choice, and then we're just going to take the actions to like make it like come true. Okay. So emerald is just you and 2 discount coaches underneath of you. Okay. So here are the fun things. So the benefits of hitting emerald. Okay, so there are benefits to it. That's why we help you as coaches. Basically, if your coach has ever talked to you about Emerald, ever ran an Emerald party like this, ever said, hey, make sure you keep your Emeralds or something like that, it's because your coach freaking loves you. Because if you hit Emerald and you start to build people underneath of you, you're going to see later on in this video that we're going to talk about Team Cycle Bonus. And that's like free money that you didn't really do anything for. That's just accruing for you. So just kind of keep in mind that if your coach is talking to you about Emerald, it's because they freaking love you and they want to help you in this business. It's not because they're just like, you know, trying to like have you hit something for like, you know, no reason, I guess. So in my coaching world, basically, once my coaches hit Emerald, they get added into like a pod of other Emerald coaches. So that means for me, when a coach hits Emerald, it shows me that they're consistently posting and inviting, that they're willing to do the work. They have to send an invite in order to get someone to sign up, unless it's your spouse, but that's still an invite, you know? So they get added into like a team pod. You get a gift from your coach, whether it's like a note, a handwritten note, whatever it is, or you get like a cool little recognition thing from Beachbody in the mail. Also, you know, you get recognition obviously in the team page and also on your like actual page and stuff. So you're going to get a special shout out. You're going to get like all of the things, like all of the love, all of like the celebrations, all that stuff. I usually put my people on like my stories and shout them out. So like thousands of people see you. And it, in the long, like the grand scheme of things, it basically helps you start your business. It starts opening up cycling, which ends up being like that money I was talking to you about before. It opens up your business because now you actually have people underneath of you. Even if it's your spouse and your mom, like you still have people underneath of you. You're starting to build that team. And so you hitting Emerald is actually going to help you, and it's also going to help your upline. And in a second, I'm going to show you how your upline is actually helping you right now. And so for an example, if you're like, think to yourself, if your upline right now is trying to push for Diamond or Star Diamond or something like that, you hitting Emerald actually helps your upline, which helps your entire team, which helps everybody in Team Empower Dynasty. So we're like this big umbrella of Team Empower Dynasty, and we have all of these teams underneath of it. Every Emerald on our team helps every single person on the team. And so when I was coaching, when I first started, my coach said, hey, I need you to hit Emerald. So that's signing 2 people. I was like, okay. So I went and got my spouse, which is Erin, and I went and got my cousin and signed them both up, and boom, I was Emerald. And I actually helped my coach go Diamond. And that was super cool, was to see her like get congratulated. And guess what she did? She was like, hey, you hit Emerald, and that helped our team become a Diamond team. And then later on, she was like, hey, like you should push for Diamond. I was like, okay. So then I helped 12 people, and I was like, guess what? I'm Diamond. So that made my coach 1 star. And so what you do impacts the entire team. And then also obviously your upline, who is giving to you every single day, even if it doesn't feel like it. And I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay, when we talk about Team Cycle Bonus. Also, Emerald, you guys, it gives you confidence. It gives you like swagger. It gives you, I don't know, like once you've done something, it's easier to do it again, and again. So it just kind of gives you confidence and swagger. So in the bottom corner, I just showed you when I hit Emerald, I signed my husband and I signed up my cousin, both as discount coaches. Boom, I was Emerald within like 2 hours. It literally took, you know, a hot second. When one of my coaches, Melissa, hit Emerald, she signed up a friend from Instagram, and then also she signed up her spouse as a coach with 50 PV. So like, boom, she was Emerald. Okay, so there's just a bunch of different ways to hit Emerald. So we're going to talk about that and show you those too. Okay, so think of coaching as a ladder. Okay, so you have this ladder. At the top of the ladder is, let's just say me for an example. Okay, so then every single person I sign up underneath of me goes on like the step below. So like, let's say I'm on the first step. So my next person goes on step 2. Then the next person goes on step 3 and step 4 and step 5. Okay, so every time I sign up somebody after you signed up, all of that volume is going through you. Okay, so your upline is actually giving back to you every single time they sign somebody up. And I know sometimes you're like, well, you want me to get to Emerald. You want me to get to Diamond. No. We want our team to get to Emerald, our team to get to Diamond, our team to rank advance. Because I signed up in 2015. every single person after 2015 is on my ladder, and all of the volume goes up through all of those people. Okay. So for an example, let's say you just signed up yesterday. So here's me in 2015. Okay. Here's you. You just signed up. Now I just signed 4 people up. So guess where those 4 people went? They're underneath of me because I'm their coach, but they're placed underneath of you. So you now have all of this volume underneath of you waiting for you to hit Emerald so you can start cycling on it and you can start cashing in on it. Okay. Every single Thursday, you guys, all of that volume underneath of you, you get to bring it to the Beachbody Bank and they swipe it out at a 200 to 100 ratio for you. And you get paid $14 every single time that you can cycle just alone on that stuff. You still get your commission, you guys, plus you're getting this cycling. So imagine making $40 versus making $54. Okay. I would rather make $54 than making $40. Especially if I didn't really do anything for the $14. Okay. So you hitting Emerald allows you to start cycling. So it allows you to start making $54 instead of just $40. Also, once you start to like get building yourself, once you get like, you know, maybe 4 people underneath of you, you're going to see a lot of cycling happening. And that's freaking awesome. That's where your product is going to start to get paid for just from cycling alone, you guys. You have to keep building yourself. But your coach, like I signed 37 people or whatever this month. So guess what? 37 people just went underneath of you if you just signed up. So all of that volume is underneath of you. So even if we just went 37, I'll just say 37 times, what is it, like 135 for a challenge pack? Almost 5,000 volume points just went underneath of you to be able to start to cycle on a 200 to 100 ratio. So if I divided that by 200, let's do 5,000 just to make it easy, 25 times. So you could have cycled possibly 25 times 14. So $350, like just from cycling alone. So this just shows you, you have to get your butt to Emerald and then stay at Emerald, stay with those 2 people. Because if you ever drop Emerald, like the bottom drops out and you lose all the volume and then you start from ground zero. So getting to Emerald has its benefits, cycling, making money, obviously cycling, you know, from your coach and from team cycle bonus, but then also, you know, adding to your commission and stuff too. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of show you how your upline is actually like working, and the reason they're hitting Success Club is also helping you as well. Okay, all right, so speaking of Success Club, what is Success Club? It's helping 3 people with a challenge pack. Okay, so I always say go help 3 people the exact same way that you got started. Most of you, probably 90% of you, got started with a challenge pack. You might have started as a customer and upgraded to a discount coach. You might have started as a discount coach. You might have started as a working coach. You still all had an actual, like have had a challenge pack, okay? So basically what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go help you find 3 people to get signed up with a challenge pack to put underneath of you as a discount coach. Okay, and we're going to talk about the difference between customer and coach in like just a hot second. So every single month, you should be pushing to help 5 to 10 people to get you out of your comfort zone. Okay, I just told you I'm wanting to push to help 16 people in 3 days. So you helping 5 to 10 people in 30 days, you can totally freaking do it. Totally do it. Okay, it's all just in your mindset, and Emerald is a choice and you can freaking do it, and we're going to make it happen. Okay, now when people sign up with you, they have 2 options. They can sign up as a customer. If they sign up as a customer, their product is still on Home Direct. Next month, if they absolutely love Shakeology, they will be paying full price as a customer. They will also pay full price as shipping, and basically you just get dinged because they're a customer. Or they can sign up as a coach or a VIP option or a discount coach member. I always call it VIP just because some people never work and they just enjoy the discount. To me, that's VIP. That's what I call it. So they can get signed up as a VIP member. It's the exact same price whether they sign up as a customer or as a discount coach. The difference is next month, if they love Shakeology and they want to continue it, they already get 25% off their product and they get cheaper shipping. So even with like the coach membership, they still save $30+ a month on their product. And so I love the people I sign up, and so I'm going to get them a discount. I always offer the discount. I actually don't really offer it. I kind of like suggest it. And I want to read to you what I say. And this is also in my script. So most of my coaches have this, but I want to read this to you. It says, perfect. Okay, I'm setting up your link right now for the VIP, in quotes, discount option. This will save you $30 a month if you would choose to continue your product. And if not, we can just cancel it when your reminder email comes in. I set everyone up this way because that's how I got started. Who doesn't love to save, you know? Again, if you don't want to continue it later, you can cancel, no hassle. And then if down the road you would want to coach, great. If not, no quota to meet, just enjoy the discount. Sound great? And out of all of that, I've maybe had a handful of people in the last 5 years tell me no. Because who doesn't like a freaking discount? It's on home direct, customer, or coach. It does not matter. I always sign every single person as a discount coach because I love that person. And if they love their product, I want them to get a discount. Okay. Also, if they're like, I kind of like what I'm doing, I want to join you as a coach, boom, they can start coaching in a second instead of messing around with customer versus coach. Okay. Okay. Also, what I want you to think of is as you're going through, let's say you help 3 people this month. Okay. Out of those 3 people, one of them's probably going to quit. One's probably going to stay as a discount coach and get their product. And one of them actually might want to start working the business. That's just numbers. Okay. So that's why out of, let's just say 30 clients, I'll probably have 10 of them stick around. And out of those 10, I'll probably have a handful of them who want to work the business. It's all just numbers. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It's just numbers. Like that's just how it is in any company. Okay. But I want you to think for a second. If you're helping 3 people and one of them quits, you still have your 2 people. One of them stays a discount coach, but then one of them's going to start to work the business. And remember that volume I was talking to you about? They're adding to that volume bucket and now all of it is going through. Okay. And hitting Success Club means helping 3 people. So you've helped your first 3 people. And now you might actually have a working coach who wants to do this with you. Now you might actually have a discount coach member who wants to stick with you. And that becomes residual income, which just means like you're going to be getting paid down the road for the hard work you're doing right now. Okay. Last thing I want to say about Success Club is your first 3 months of your business are extremely vital. We have coaches on our team who have hit Success Club, helped 3 people minimum every single month, and they become what's called success starters in the company. And as a success starter, you get a free ticket to Summit. So this year we were supposed to go to New Orleans, but they're going to get treated obviously for next year, wherever it is that we're going. You get a free ticket to go. It's like it ends up being like a $350 value ticket, unless you purchase it like right away for $150, but that's a free ticket for you just helping people, signing up to wanting to coach and doing your job. They're giving you a $150 ticket for free. You get cool seating once you actually get to Summit. You get to sit on the floor instead of like in the stands. You get recognized. You get to walk on stage. Like it's freaking awesome. Plus our team blows you up. Plus I send you prizes, which I have I have a success starter prize on my table right now, waiting to email or mail it to her. And plus you get your entire team 25 points, which is huge coming to the end of the year when your whole team is trying to hit 105 points. Okay. So that is Success Club. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. All right, so here are just some ways I want to talk to you about connecting and inviting, and then we're going to talk a little bit more, and then we're actually going to start and go ahead and connect and invite with people. Okay, so last night on the call I talked about where I get a lot of my connection and invites from, and I will be completely honest, it's from stories. I do some on my posts, but a lot of it come from stories. My Instagram is full of coaches who create me, who watch all my stories and all this stuff, and then they go join up with other coaches. That's what my stories are on Instagram. But on Facebook is where my people hang out. Those are my people who love me and want to actually join me. They're just waiting for me to message them. So I actually like hang on my Facebook stories every single day. I try to pop into my Instagram stories and invite from there. But a lot of it comes from my posts or from stories. And so here's just some simple connections for you guys. Hey there, I saw you caught my stories. Wanted to say a huge thank you for your support. Did you happen to have any interest on joining up with me for my May challenge? So I can go through my stories and I can send this to anybody who's watching my stories, because in this business, you guys, with Beachbody, instead of having a brick and mortar building as a business, you guys have a storefront, which is called your stories and your posts. So if people are liking and commenting on your posts, you can invite them. If people are watching your stories, you can invite them. Okay. If you want to connect with them first, by all means, go for it. Make sure you're connecting, but then come back a few days later and make sure you're sending that invite. Like I told you at the beginning, it's okay to share your journey, but it's not okay to not come back and do the end of it, the inviting part. Okay. Another simple invite. Sarah, loved seeing your name pop up on my stories. Have you given any thought to joining up with me for my next monthly fitness challenge? Boom, sent out the invite. She's watching my stories. She knows what I'm talking about because I'm doing my job as a coach and talking about them on my stories. Okay. So those are just a couple examples, and I'll share those obviously in the chat later. Here's some more. Hey, Jess, saw you caught my stories. Didn't know if you saw, but I'm actually hosting my first ever monthly fitness challenge. Would you be open to more details or more information? Always, always, always ending in a question, you guys. If you don't end in a question, do not expect these people to respond to you. Okay. Also, call them out. Like, I saw you on my stories. I saw you watching my journey. I saw you, breezing by. I saw you tapping by or whatever it is. Call them out. Let them know, like, hey, that's where I saw you at. Because then they're like, oh, yeah, she saw me. I've been creeping. It's fine. I'm ready to do this, that kind of thing. Another option, Lori, I know last month wasn't good timing. Wanted to swing back around and see if this month was for our fitness challenge. I'd love to have you. So I ended up with, for our fitness challenge with a question mark. I did end in a sentence, I'd love to have you, but I still answered or asked a question. So those are just different ways to connect and invite with people, which I will share that with you guys again as well. Okay, so here's what I need us to do right now. I know a lot of you probably already have a list that you're working from, but some of you are brand new, and that's what we're doing. That's what this call is for. So what I want you to do is grab a piece of paper or your phone in the notes section, or even a text message, or even in the chat, or whatever you want to do. And I want you to start thinking of a list of 10 to 20, maybe 30 people once you get going, of what I call your dirt friends. And so your dirt friends are like, T Swift is having a concert. You want to get tickets and you really want to go. Who are the first 5 people you're going to call and ask if they want to go to the concert with you? Okay. Obviously, I've been coaching for 4 years, so my first 5 would probably already be my coaches on this team. But if you're a brand new coach and you have 0 people underneath of you, who would be the first 5 people you would call and ask to go to the concert with you? And what would you say? I would say, hey, Jody, oh my God, T Swift is in town. Her concert's next Saturday. I want to go. Tickets are only $50. Do you want to come with me? That's what I would say to her. So guess what I'm going to say to her for my boot camp? The exact same thing. Hey, Jody, I'm hosting my first boot camp this month, and I thought of you right away because I know how much, we already talk on the daily. I was just curious if you would be interested in doing my boot camp with me. Or, just reaching out to those people and just kind of creating that invite that way. So start to make a list of 10 people who you can talk to. Obviously, you can ask your friends and family. When I first started, my mom told me no, and my sister told me no, and my dad laughed at me, and my brother was like, you want me to do what? So I have a huge family, but they all told me no when I first started. And so I told Aaron, I was like, hey, babe, I'm going to sign you up as a coach. He's like, I'm not working the friggin' business. I was like, no. Like, I just need you to sign up as a discount coach. I'm going to get product underneath of you because I get a double discount if I do it that way. Is that okay with you? And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Sign him up as a discount coach. You always want to, if you can, have a controllable account at the top of your business. So remember I talked about that ladder? So here's my ladder. Aaron is right underneath of me. He was the first person I signed up. So in 2015, I signed up, and then Aaron signed up. And like the thousands of people I've signed up since then, guess where they went on this ladder? Guess who they're going up through right now? They're going up through Aaron and then through me. So Aaron, since it could be an emerald coach, a diamond coach, is actually a 1-star diamond. So he is cycling right now. Is he doing anything? Heck no. But he has people under him, and his coaches are working because I'm working his business for him. But for right now, everybody that you sign up is going to go through that person and then through you. Okay. So if you don't have a spouse, like, that's not the end of the world. If you have your boyfriend signed up, like, that's freaking awesome. Or a girlfriend, whoever's on this call. If you, maybe you talk to your parents, maybe you talk to like your mom or dad. So my mom and my dad actually were both coaches on my team like 2.5 months ago. I actually canceled both of their accounts because I didn't need them. But once I sat down and I said, hey, here's the deal. I'm going to sign you up as a discount coach. You don't ever have to work the business. I'm just going to get product underneath of you. And you yourself can actually run you plus 2 accounts as long as it's a spouse, a parent, or a child over 18. So my credit card has been on Erin's account since day one, and it hasn't changed. Okay. When my dad signed up, I actually paid for my dad's stuff because I got Hydrate underneath of him, and then it got shipped to their house. I went and saw them, and then I got my Hydrate. It was that simple. My mom actually, when she signed up, you guys, she like bought her own stuff. Like she bought her own Shakeology. My sister buys her own performance line. You know, like my other sister buys her own collagen. Like it's pretty cool. My family finally like sucked in once I like explained to them. But I know some of my newer coaches, like they already signed up their boyfriend. They already signed up their spouse because they're like, heck yeah, I want a double discount. And actually one of my coaches, her boyfriend wants to work the business. And so she's like, cool, now I have a working coach. I'm like, that's awesome. So if you can, obviously like a spouse or a parent, child over 18. But here's the deal. You have tons of friends. I invited 300 plus people to my wedding. I can find 10 people who want to do this. Okay. So friends, family, boyfriend, spouse, whatever, make sure that you let them know like they don't have to work the business. That's pretty clear. You can actually run U+2. I just told you that has to be a spouse or a parent or a child over 18. And just know that these people that are on this list, they already know you, you guys. They already love you. They would literally do anything for you. So you asking them is not going to like hurt anything. When I first started coaching, my first probably 10 people were people who were on my wedding party. Obviously like my spouse, my cousin, I told you, people from my wedding party, and then my like 3 of my high school best friends were my first people I signed up. High school. And I started this when I graduated college and was teaching. So I reached out to those people who I already knew, liked, and trusted. And that's kind of where I started from. Okay. Also, one thing I wanted to say was a lot of you guys took my advice this morning and posted on social media. So you posted a transformation. You've been running some of your stories. And so that's actually what we're going to do right now. We're going to go to our posts. We're going to go to our transformations, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to start to invite. So we're going to use this last 20-ish minutes, and we're just going to send invites out to people. We're going to share them in the chat. We're going to help each other actually like send these messages and have these conversations. I'm going to share with you I think I can just put it in the chat. Let me see if I can copy this and send it. This is my conversation flow chart that I use, and I've been coaching for, goodness, I don't even know, 4 years now. And I still have this opened in my computer or on my computer when I send messages to people. Oh shoot, sorry, I didn't even think about questions. Hold on one second. Let me answer these real quick. Do you have to sign everyone as a discount to move to the next rank? Yes, Cooper, that's a great question. Sorry, I don't even know if I did not see that. So yeah, in order to move ranks, you sign discount coaches. They do not have to work the business. They can just enjoy the discount. And I always think of like when I did Roden and Fields, I was signed for the VIP option, but I never sold the product, if that made sense. And so that's why this makes sense to me, because I was like, cool, like you can get a discount, but you don't ever have to sell Shakeology and stuff if you don't want to. But what's super cool is you can be like, if you have a couple friends who want to do this with you, like they could potentially sign up underneath of them and they could get their product paid for, because obviously you make commission and cycling and stuff. But yeah, that's a great question. And so everybody that we sign up from now until forever, we want to get them signed up as discount coaches if we can, which out of 4 years, you guys, I've only had a handful of people tell me no, that they just want to sign as customers. Everybody tries to be a one and done. Everybody tries to say like, oh, I don't want product after this month. I always tell them, trust me, just sign up this way with me. You will fall in love with it. And if you can afford it and want to get the product, you're going to want to save 25%. Okay. So like I always have that. Also, I just shared in the chat. If you click that and open it up and scroll all the way to step 7, it shows you like my wording for discount coaches. And so that actually might help too. Does staying at Emerald mean keeping these people in or like getting 2 people every week? So what's super cool is obviously I signed up Aaron and he's been active ever since, because I get Performance Line underneath of Aaron, and then under my account I get Shakeology. So Aaron's been active since 2015. I never have to worry about him going inactive because I control his account. But like, let's just say you have a best friend and she signs up and I don't know, like a month later she decides she wants to cancel for some reason, she can. You would just go from 2 people to just 1 person, and so you'd want to find 1 more person to fill that leg. So it's not necessarily every single week, but I want to push you to help somebody, if not 2 people every single week, just so you don't ever have to worry, so you don't ever have to stress all of that stuff, if that makes sense. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, signing up for the discount, I mean, I love people. I love discounts. So I'm always like, oh, you guys can't click on it? Okay. Crap. Try to just copy it and see if you can open it. I don't know why it's not letting you guys click on it. You copy and paste it. Does it work? Oh, you can just copy and paste. Okay. Just see if that works for you. If it doesn't, let me know. I can throw it in like the team page or something. Okay, question. If you sent out a message to somebody like a week ago or whatever and checked in, ended it with a question and she didn't necessarily respond back to you, she's still showing love on your posts and maybe watching your stories, how long do you wait to reach out again? That's a great question. And I always just try to feel, Hannah, were you able to open that link? You can copy and paste it. Were you able to open it? I don't even know where you are. I can't find you. Oh, your camera's off. Yes, you can. Okay, perfect. So back to that question. So I go through and I will like message people and stuff, and I will connect with them, and I send out invites and stuff. If I go back through my stories and I'm gonna go to actually invite her again, and I look at my like chat, I'll just show you. Why don't I talk with my hands? I'm just gonna show you. Okay, one second. Can you guys see my Facebook? Yeah, okay. Okay, so for an example, here's my story. So if I'm gonna click on, I'm just gonna click on a middle one just to try to get people. Oops, that's definitely someone else's story. There we go. I'm gonna try to click on like a middle one, like my random people during the day. There we go. Okay, so if I was gonna go through here, this is what I do on my stories. Pause it, and then I scroll through here, and then what I do is I grab my phone. I told my girls this last night, but this is what I do. I open up my stories and I grab my phone and I actually message off of my phone. So then that way my Facebook stories, you don't click on it and have to open it up every 2 seconds. So let's just say, for an example, I was going through and I messaged, maybe I like connected with all these people. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Thanks so much for catching my stories yesterday. It means so much to me. Have the best day ever, or something like that. And then Wednesday or Thursday, I go back through. I will like start to invite those people. And so like, let's say Thursday, I invite them. Friday, Saturday, probably, if I go back through and I like want to like click on somebody and I want to actually like ask them and I want to like invite them again, and I see that I invited her on Thursday, I might just be like, hey sis, just curious if you got my last message. If it's been like 4 days or so, it kind of depends on the person, but I might actually just re-invite them, but something super short. Like a first invite would be like the ones I shared on the call. Like let's just say, hey Kendall, I saw you on my stories yesterday. Freaking appreciate you, even if you're just breezing by. Just curious if you were interested in more information on my boot camp that I'm kicking off for May. So that's like a first initial like hard invite. And then a couple of days later, if I see her and she didn't respond, I would be like, hey Kendall, just saw you on my stories, curious if you got my last message. So it's kind of like a follow-up, kind of like an invite. And then a couple of days later, so it's almost like 4 days, almost 5 days later, I would be like, hey Kendall, you coming to hang out with me for May or what? ? And then I'll probably like wait a week or so to invite her. But you guys, if these people are continually watching your stuff, until they like respond, until they tell you like, no, thank you, until they say like, I'm not interested, sometimes their kids have their phones. Sometimes they mean to message you back and something else happens. sometimes it happened to me today. Actually, I was on Instagram talking to somebody and I hit the top part and it actually opened up Bad Habits sale that they had today. And I was like, frick. And I went back to the person and I was like, this is probably what happens to people. They're on their phones and they accidentally click on something else and then they click out. So just have a conversation if it was me creeping on your stories. So I always think about this, like when I'm going to invite someone or talk to somebody, I just like ask myself, how would I want to be invited? How would I want to be asked? I don't like when people are like, hey girl, how are you? I hate that. I'm like, what do you want? Like, that's the kind of person I am. So I would never do that to you. So normally like I try to shoot it straight to these people. But I mean, that's I don't know if that helps, but that's what I do. So what I want us to do is I'm hoping you guys all took advantage of your transformations and you have people to invite from today. So normally what I would do, you guys, is I invite from the post from the day before. So today's a little bit different, but I made you post today. So you actually can do this tomorrow too, but maybe just do it tonight as well. So here's my transformation thing. I had them drop below an emoji or whatever. And so I click on my comments and I have one new person. I have a lot of Rockstar coaches and 2 people. So I have 2 new people that actually like, well, possibly 3, I guess, but 2 new people who I need to send information to. And then the reason that we have coaches like comment below is it really helps boost your post. It helps people like, well, shit, if she's interested, I'm interested, you know, like that whole thing. That's why we do this together. So anyway, do you notice how I went back through and commented on each and every person like, oh my gosh, let's do this. I love it. I'll message you, that kind of thing. You're creating FOMO for your posts. Okay, so what I want you to do is you're going to go back through your posts and you're going to start and you're going to click on the people who liked and commented on your post. Okay, so let's just say, for an example, Robin liked on my stuff. She even gave me a heart. So like I could message her and say, and I'm going to put this in the chat so you guys can copy and paste this to your people. And if you didn't have a transformation post, that's okay. We can still reword it. So, hey, whatever their name is, saw your love on my transformation post today. Appreciate you so much. Curious if you'd be open to more info on my bootcamp. We'll say that's coming up. Okay, there's an invite for you. If you did not do a transformation, let's just say, thanks for the love on my fitness journey post today. You are such a blessing. I had to ask you, while I have you, are you interested in hearing more about my upcoming, you can call them whatever you want, boot camp, challenge group, whatever you want to call them. Upcoming boot camp, ? I'd love to have you. There's another invite for you to go send. And basically, you guys, I would just go through all of these likes right here, and I would just go boom, 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 message all of these people. Okay, that's what I would do. But here's the deal. Like, obviously, you don't need to invite me or whoever. So, like, some of these are my coaches. I'm not going to message my coaches. You know, some of them are clients, you know, some of them we already work with and that kind of thing. So trying to find your new people as you're starting, you're probably gonna have more new people than I am. And then another thing too, I always do this, open in new tab instead of clicking the message button, because look what happens when you click the message button. It doesn't show you your conversation thus far. And that bothers me because I wanna know what we said to each other. So I always open a new tab. I go to her page, I creep on her, I like a couple of things. She's one of my coaches, so I'm not going to invite her, but I like and comment on some of her stuff. Then if you click the message button, it pops at the bottom and you can see what we talked about last. And I think that's important because then you can scroll through and see, you know, what conversations you were having, and you can see if it's okay to invite her. Because maybe your conversation last time was like, no, thanks, I'm not interested. I'm probably not going to sit there and invite her, if that makes sense. So go through your posts, your transformation posts, go back through some posts from this week. I will start throwing some invites in the page. Let's see. Like, let me try to find some generic ones for you guys. I'll share some story ones too. So let me grab this real quick and I'll throw it in the chat. So even like, I know Megan's on here. She has been posting like, you know, for however many weeks. Go through all of your likes and comments and just like start blasting these people with invites, because they're on your stories, they're watching your stuff, they want to hang out with you, they want to do this with you. I will share the ones from the slide here real quick. That sometimes I like to put in like their name. Sometimes I send hey girl. I probably don't do it very much though, so just some of these have names, just get rid of them. Okay, there's those. Anything else you guys need help with? Otherwise, I'm going to be quiet and let you guys like send messages to people. As far as the discount coach option, if you do have a customer that signed up, that's awesome. If next month, if they want to continue, you can actually switch them from customer to discount coach, and I can help you with that obviously too. So that's not a problem. And even if you had someone sign up today, like as a customer, and you want to get them switched as a discount coach, there's a quick form, and you just refund them the coach, and it's seamless. So if you need help with that too, we can. But I'm going to use these, and I'm actually going to just play my music and go through an invite. So if you want to mute me, go for it. But I'm going to be here and I'm going to work and send out these invites to these people, because I actually have to do this yet for my tracker. And so if you need me, just put it in the chat. I'll make sure to watch for the orange box. Otherwise, like, just go through and let's just start inviting. If you have questions, if somebody sends you a message and you're not sure how to respond, you can unmute yourself or just put it in the chat and we'll help you answer the conversations and stuff too. But use that conversation flow chart I gave you. I swear to God, it helps. You know, it helps me close, obviously, all the people I talk to. So I'm going to play music. So if you don't want to listen to Chingy, just mute me here real quick. And then if you need to hop off, you totally can. I'm actually going to stop recording just so it doesn't get